Right, let's get straight into it. This is the gear that changed my filmmaking journey. A camera cage with side and top handles. Having the stability from this setup improved my handheld footage massively. And I'd actually pick this setup over a gimbal every time. And as you'll notice, a gimbal will not be on my list. The versatility of shots I can get using this rig and its ease of use will always make it my first choice when rigging out the camera. The next piece of gear is a battery pack. Being able to slap this onto the bottom of my camera and have hours worth of battery life is an absolute game changer. And to be honest, I've got more battery life than I have space on my SD cards, and I absolutely love that. All I have to do alongside charging up this battery pack is charge up one standard Sony battery so I can slap that into the camera and make it possible to run off the battery pack. Next up, it's the Sony FX3, and I know I preach a lot about it doesn't matter what camera you use, and that's still true, and I still believe that. But having the FX3 has helped me improve as a filmmaker. It's improved the way I shoot, and it's given me the opportunity to work on certain types of shoot that require a certain type of camera. As far as I know, the Sony FX3 is still one of the cheaper options that higher end productions will ask for when considering who to hire. And before I made this sort of financial commitment to buying an expensive camera, I rented it out for a good year or two beforehand, which helped me become familiar with the camera and made it a no-brainer when it came to upgrading my kit. A handheld smoke machine. Adding some smoke and haze to an image can make it more dynamic, and this handheld smoke machine was the perfect option for me. I think I got this for about £100, and the liquid seems to last forever. And using this on shoots instead of the big smoke or haze machines has that ease of use that can benefit studio shoots as well as run and gun situations. A cheap tripod, and yeah, I do own the more expensive kind of tripod, but having a cheap tripod like the K&F Concept Travel tripod that I've got has created another level of freedom when it comes to shooting videos. This thing is sturdy, but not only that, it's cheap enough that you don't have to worry about it when you're taking it out into the field and it might get damaged, broken, muddy, and all that great stuff that you don't want happening to your more expensive pieces of kit. Along with that, it also folds down super tiny, it's super lightweight, so if you're having to trek to a location or carrying all your gear, your back will be happy for a lighter piece of equipment in the mix. Microphones. As some of you will know, I have a background in sound, and audio is 50% of what makes a good video. So having high quality microphones is a must, especially in this day and age. Shotguns and stereo pairs are great for Atmos and sound design. Lav mics are great for dialogue during interviews, and dynamic as well as large diaphragm condensers are great for voiceovers. Having a good set of microphones and the right variety for different situations has elevated my production the most. And sticking to the audio theme, next up is the Zoom F6. Having a standalone audio recorder is definitely the next level. You've got the benefit of recording whatever you want, whenever you need it, without having to turn your camera on. So for example, utilize this for getting samples for your sound design, your voiceovers, and really anything else you can think of. Not only that, you can time sync with your cameras as well as running a direct feed to your camera, making it super easy to sync up any audio you've recorded on set. Now we're on to editing software, Davinci Resolve. This is by far my favorite editing software, and I've used the majority of them. I've used Final Cut Pro, I've used the Adobe suites, and when I was a kid I was using the more basic stuff like Movie Maker and iMovie. Davinci Resolve makes my workflow run so smooth, and being able to get into so much detail with the colour grading has encouraged me to learn more about this, improving my skill set and adding another element to the service I can provide to clients. More editing software, but this time on the audio side. We've got Logic Pro and Pro Tools Intro. Once I've got my crystal clear audio from using the Zoom F6, I need to edit it up. And while you can use video editing software to do this, and to be fair, Davinci Resolve has the best inbuilt DAW I've seen, I feel that the ease of use and versatility that comes with a standalone DAW has been able to take my video production again to the next level. It's more precise, you've got a variety of audio plugins, you can buy more audio plugins, they're generally more superior than the ones that come with your video editing software, and overall, it just helps me to create a more well-rounded final product. And that's the gear that changed my filmmaking journey. Make sure to drop me a like to help me beat the algorithm. And as always, subscribe to keep up to date on my videos, as well as my video and audio tips and tutorials. I'll see you in the next one.